Here I'm going to show you how to access the website Conjuguemos, which is a website that I suggest often to my students to use as reinforcement or extra practice of verb conjugations and vocabulary in general for the course throughout the year. First, you must go to conjuguemos.com, conjuguemos.com. Once you arrive to this website, it should look like this. You see the little frog jumping off of the side. On the right-hand side, it has an option for you to log in. You do not need to log in. You do not have an account through this class that will connect you to anything that will be of benefit. In order to do the activities to practice verb conjugations or vocabulary for this course, you should scroll all the way down to the bottom left hand where it says Spanish. To practice verb conjugations, click on Spanish verbs. Here it takes you to a page that has a list of all of the verbs in all the different tenses and moods, also separated by regular verbs and irregular verbs. To benefit my Spanish 3 students who spend the most of the first quarter practicing the preterite tense, which is quite a complex tense and challenging on its own, I'm going to show you all how to access these activities. My Spanish 2 students will not get to the preterite tense until January or February, almost into the third quarter. However, this is the pattern or path that you would follow to practice any of the verb tenses. So if we want to practice the regular preterite verbs, I go to number 8 in the indicative mood, the simple tenses. Preterite tense, regular verbs, and then I click. Here, it's just going to give me a pronoun and a verb, and I have to type in the conjugation. I'm going to click Don't Tie Me, and then I click Start. Vosotros, and escuchar would be escuchasteis. Correct. The frog shows you if it's correct. Now, ellas caminar would be caminaron. Now look at this one, vender and el. The el form in the preterite of regular verbs always has an accent. So the conjugation would be vendió. Now if I type the O without adding an accent, it's going to count it wrong. So let's do that. I can either click check or I can hit the enter key on my keyboard for the answer to register. Oh no, the answer's wrong. And it tells you what the correct answer is. So let me show you how to add the accents. The answer is vendió with an accent over the O. To add an accent to any letter, you type the letter and then you click on this blue button, add accent. Let's say for some reason I needed to add an accent on the E. I have to type VE, click add accent, and then finish typing the word. However, the answer is vendió with an accent over the O. So I'm going to submit that. Check. Correct. So I can do this for a few minutes. I usually recommend doing at least 100 repetitions or more until whatever it takes for you to get at least 85% verb conjugations correct. Now let's go back. Let's say that we're in the middle of our Club 100, the 100% club that we do for Spanish 3. Maybe you want to practice only a few of the irregular verbs so that you can ace the mini quiz that you'll be given the next class. I'm going to click on preterite tense, all verbs, even though I only want to practice the conjugations of 3. I scroll down the page to where it lists all the different verbs that I can practice. I only want to practice andar, estar, and tener. To do that, I first click andar. I scroll down to estar. I hold the control key on my keyboard and click estar. Now you can see that both of these verbs are highlighted. I still want to add tener. Right now, I'm not holding the control key anymore as I scroll down. As long as I don't click on another verb, these two verbs will stay highlighted. Now I want to click tener. Before I can click tener, I have to hold the control key. Then I click tener and I let go of control and I let go of the mouse. As you can see, I now have those 3 verbs highlighted. From there, I make sure that I have all pronouns selected so that I'm practicing with all of the different forms, since that is what you could be tested or quizzed on at any time this year. Again, I'm going to click Don't Tie Me and Start. As you can see, it's only going to give me those 3 verbs for me to practice. The yo form of andar is anduve. The tu form of tener is tuviste. No hay acentos. Remember our cucaracha song? There's no accents in these irregular verbs. Andar in the nosotros form would be anduvimos. And I'm using the enter key because it's easier, but you can also click check every time. Oh, I forgot the N. So the answer would be anduvimos. And that happens. It's okay. You make typos and you forget an accent, but you have to add it. Make sure you go back and do the correct answer. Tener vosotros. Tuvisteis. And then I click check or push enter. And I just keep doing this until I feel comfortable with the verbs. Okay. Yo estuve. If I decide that I'm done with this activity, or if I happen to, let's say that your teacher has asked you to print the results and bring them in for extra credit or to show proof of remediation, then you just click print screen, which on a Windows computer you maybe push FN and print screen, or if you have a regular Windows, a desktop, I believe there's a button that says PRNT space SCRN, and that's going to take a copy of the screen that you're seeing right now. If you have a Mac, I believe it's Command Shift and then number 2 maybe, but I'm not positive as to the codes for that. Then I like to paste it into Paint, so I push Control V, or you can right click and and push paste, or click here and select and paste from the options. Another way, from here, right here, paste. And then you can see that I have a whole copy of the screen that I was just looking at. Then you can, if you can't print from your computer, you can either print a hard copy or go into an email and paste the image there. Of course, you might want to make the image a bit smaller so that it's not, so that it doesn't take up too much space in the inbox of your teacher. And then if you're, then you type in the name of your teacher and their email address, and the subject perhaps conjuguemos results. Please confirm. That way, your teacher can confirm that he or she received the email in case there's any doubt that you sent it. I almost always respond to my students to confirm that any email was in fact received. And that's it. That's how you practice your verb conjugations with conjuguemos. Good luck to you all, and I hope that it helps you be more successful in your studies throughout the course of your school year and studies of Spanish. Take care.